I've got it all working, finally. So welcome to the Meet the Nikolay Retailer stream. For those of you watching on Grishko World, I want to make sure that you guys remember that we are called Nikolay in the USA, and it means that we are able to give all of you Americans the real deal, authentic, made in Russia, point shoes and dancewear and a wider variety of products. We are going to be joined by Allegro Dance Boutique, who are a Nikolay retailer. And I'm just going to find where they are. Here they are. So we're going to pop them up and we're going to go live with them. This live, if you look at the pinned comment, it tells you what it's about. I've pinned it. It says Allegro Dance Boutique with Nikolay Retailer stream. So for those of you who haven't seen this kind of stream before, it's basically Meet the Nikolay Retailer. So Nikolay is our brand name for the US. And we've been doing a series of these. And if you really want to check out some of our others, please go and follow our account, Nikolay World. We're double streaming tonight, so it's both on Grishko World and Nikolay World. So welcome everybody. And for those of you who don't know the format, you are welcome to ask any questions you like, pop them in, and we will get round to them. Okay, so now I've got it all up and running on both now. We can resume.
So fun. I know this whole COVID-19 global pandemic has really kicked all of our tech skills into high gear.
Especially right.
In an industry where tech is not necessarily our thing. All of a sudden everyone's doing double streaming and Instagram live classes and it's super fun.
It's crazy. And now I've just pinged that up. There we go. That's better. Okay, so let's carry on with what we were talking about. So tell me a bit about, oh, hang on, I've just got the wrong notes up on here. This is because I've changed my laptop to the other one. Hang on, let me just get my notes. Hang on a sec.
Hi, Madison. One of our employees is on here.
Oh, cool.
I think I saw Allegro Europe pop in too. Hey, guys.
Okay. Just got to switch my notes to my other laptop. Hang on a second. So, what are you guys doing right now with lockdown? Are you doing mail order and curbside pickup?
So a lot of online orders. So we have a team of about 20, and currently most of them are furloughed, but we are staying connected as a team. We play trivia as a team. We have team meetings still. Actually, our crew took over our Instagram account last week for International Dance Day.
Oh, wow.
Live classes. So yeah, so it's been really nice to stay cohesive. Again, especially because community is so important to us, and not only our dance community at large, but our own. And then I've been kind of spearheading our orders. And actually, I posted on our Instagram story today a bunch of packages that were sitting at my front porch waiting for somebody to come pick them up.
Oh, cool.
Yesterday, we dropped some point shoes off in somebody's mailbox.
Oh, wow.
We've done a little bit of curbside pickup here in Chicago, especially where we are in Cook County. Everything's been closed. So we're obviously non-essential. So we've been doing some stuff on our website. I've done a couple virtual fitting things where some people have reordered their same shoes but wanted to make sure that they still fit well. So I'm doing some FaceTime sessions with our employees, with our customers, which is really fun.
Perfect.
Yeah. And just sort of, the word pivot is in everyone's vernacular now. So we've been pivoting and figuring out kind of what we can do next. And again, one of our core values is about reimagining the dance retail experience. And, obviously we were just talking.
Whoops, it's froze.
So finding ways to stay connected to our customers, even socially distanced, has been really important to us.
Absolutely. It's like, you know, reminding people to support local as well, because at the end of the day, once lockdown is over, we want to ensure that the businesses that we all loved and supported are still around. You know, I think that's really crucial. But it's been nice because I've noticed even in the UK, a lot of people are really supporting local now and realizing what a difference it truly makes.
Well, and we send out e-blasts all the time, right? Like, it's part of what we do. And I look to see how many click-throughs they get and how many people read them, but we never really get people emailing us back. And throughout this whole experience, the number of people who have, the email will be about, we have this new leotard, or we're having this sale on pointe shoes. And the number of people that have just stopped to email us back and say, like, we really love your company. Some people have bought gift cards to support us. Other people have said, we're affected by this too. We don't have the extra income right now, but we can't wait to come back into the store and support you. And just seeing how we make other dancers' lives better, especially right now when everyone's home. And, there's that social aspect. Clearly,
Absolutely.
Even though dancing is an individual thing, that shared experience of all being in the studio and doing the same thing at the same time and working on the same thing, to find ways to manifest that from a socially distanced, situation is harder. But again, I like challenges and fun problems.
Right,
so
same. It makes life more interesting, and it goes to show if we can get through this, we can get through anything.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that throughout this, it will make people realize what they really appreciate, not only in the dance world, but in life in general, right? So people are going to come out to the real world, and they're going to be so much more appreciative of everything, I think.
Well, and it's, again, we delivered that customer's pointe shoes, to her door. And honestly, I got nothing on my calendar today except for this. So sure, I can go put a pair of pointe shoes in a mailbox. It's going to make somebody's day better. Great.
Exactly.
That's why I'm doing my job as a human and as a person who, runs a business. I'm doing my job. I made your life
totally. So with regards to the dance community around there, it's amazing that there's so many studios. It sounds like a really great area to be in, which is wonderful, because it's nice to be able to support so many dancers and get them in the right shoes as well. Obviously that makes a massive difference. Do you have any stories to tell us about any of your personal kind of fittings? Any ones that were the most trickiest or the most fun? What kind of ones stay in your memory the most?
So many. I mean, I like the people, again, we were talking before about the dancers who come up to us outside of our store and say you fit me, blah, blah, blah. This is so great. I don't know. Recently I was at a performance and people were introducing me to their family members. I was this celebrity, this is my pointe shoe fitter. And dads came up to me and met me, and it was just surreal because, I'm just fitting pointe shoes. I'm just giving these dancers what they need, but it's making a big impact on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So experiences like that are the ones that stick out to me. I mean, our average customer, I would say, drives about an hour to get to us. And again, that's saying a lot because there are other places they can go. I know they pass other dance stores on their way to us and they choose to come to us, which is great. And personally, I've had people who come to me that are on the brink of quitting because they haven't found their right shoe, like we were talking about before. They haven't necessarily been encouraged by their teachers, and finding ways to get them in a shoe and make them realize that they can do this. They just need the right tool is so great. And then outside of my personal experiences, the other things that have the most value to me are when our customers will take time to tell me about their great experiences with other fitters at our store. And the second that, you know, I get a message that says, oh, you know, we were fit by Jessica or Danielle or Julie and all, and it's, you know, all of our 15 fitters are having people that want to be fit by them. I mean, it's reassuring because you know, you're doing something right. And, you know, it's really heartwarming.
Absolutely. It's really good when you can, you know, build the right kind of, you know, like it's really lovely when you get nice messages and feedback from people, because you know that you're doing the right thing and you know that people are thrilled with what you're doing, which is terribly important. On the other account, someone has asked about Nikolay flat shoes. So yeah, Grishko Nikolay, we do massive arrays of ballet slippers for everybody, for children and adults, and we've got so many incredible varieties. And if you go to your nearest retailer, they'll be able to help you with that. If you're not near one, you can also, of course, order online, which there is a size chart to assist you. And we also do canvas, leather, satin, even vegan option, of course, which is wonderful.
Do
you guys,
we've done is it the dream stretch?
Yeah, the dream stretch is amazing.
We ordered that for a couple customers, and you know, we can never do that because every time we do it, then the staff tries it on, and then suddenly we have like 6 other styles of ballet shoes that we carry. But we've had and I'm not going to remember which one it is because it's at our Evanston store, and I don't normally work there. But the model, it's not the stretch canvas; it's just a regular canvas that we've had there forever, and people are endeared to that shoe. Like they will come in, and if we don't have their size, and we're like, oh, well, we can give you this other shoe. They're like, no, I need the Grishko flat. Thank you.
Yeah, there's so many now. I mean, one of the old popular ones was the Model 6 performance zipper.
That's the one we have
right now.
We have that one.
Is Dream Stretch, Synergy, and Tempo. They're my top 3 that I sell the most personally. On both men and women, and I personally wear the Dream Stretch, but I have it custom. I like to have a centimeter off the bump, and I have vegan sole as well. And I love the fact that the slippers are so durable, because with other brands I was tending to go through my slippers in a few months, whereas now I can wear them and I don't actually go through them per se. By the way, guys, any questions? If you guys are watching on Grishko World, you're probably not accustomed to this type of stream that we do. So feel free to put any questions you have in the comments box, and we'll get round to them. And you guys watching on Nikolay World, you really kind of know this kind of stream by now. But again, please put your questions in. So do you have like any kind of tips or tricks regarding like ribbons and elastics? Any of your personal little favorite methods of doing them? Anything you can share with us?
Yes. Well, we have slowly but surely we have been putting up videos on our Instagram account. We started an IGTV stream channel. I don't even know what you call these things. On sewing videos, because we see so many just like poorly sewn shoes. I think my biggest like tip and trick is that sewing is super personal. So the more you can figure it out for yourself, the better you'll be.
Good advice.
We charge to sew in the store, but we will teach people for free. We have dancers that will come and hang out. We'll teach them how to sew one shoe. And then literally, I mean, you saw our fitting area before. They'll just like take a seat on the couch. Mom will go to the coffee shop down the street and she'll sew her shoe and we'll help her. And, you know, it's super fun.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like it. I mean, my biggest tip, and the thing that I probably tell people the most, is there's like this infatuation with those stretchy ribbons. And I always tell people, like, if you're having heel slippage issues, check if you have stretchy ribbon, because that's probably what's causing it.
Good point, actually.
It seems to be like the tip that everybody is like, oh my God, this saved my life.
Because I mean, stretch ribbon is good and all. Like, plenty of people like it. And again, like you said, sewing shoes is very personal. But with the also the super stretchy ribbon, I always warn dancers that if they've got very flexible feet, they're probably not going to get much support from that ribbon. And you know, personally, I prefer the ribbon with a little stretchy bit, not the full, you know, the tendonitis ribbon. That's my favorite. And most of my dancers like that one. But you know, there's so much. I mean, what I think there needs to be an education about is a lot of teachers are very stuck in the dark ages. They seem to think that there's one way to sew ribbons and elastics. Then my favorite is the type that say, oh, we only allow ribbons, we don't do elastics. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, cool. This dancer has this foot, and I'm telling you now, she needs elastics, and she needs the elastics faced this way to support her and also to help keep the shoe on her foot correctly.
Yeah.
So it can be a little bit tricky to make them understand that things have changed, and we also have, I think in this day and age, we're more aware about safety, and we're more aware about keeping feet healthy. And Grishko Nikolay as a brand, we are all about keeping feet healthy in pointe shoes and ensuring that dancers are as supported as they possibly can be throughout their time on pointe. And of course, I understand, you know, I get some teachers tell me their stories about how they were at one point in the 50s and how their feet always bleed. And one thing that scares me, right, this always makes me die, is sometimes I go to do a fitting at like a school where the principal is older and she, you know, did pointe years ago, and she'll go to the girls, I hope you're prepared to have bleeding feet, girls, because pointe work is not easy. And I'm just sat there like, girls, no, trust me, you will not be getting bleeding feet, and I'll be making sure of that. Oh, please don't listen.
No, it's so true. I feel like just in general, like that's one of the hardest things at this point is, you know, just helping people understand how much this has evolved. Yes. Over, you know, even just a period of 5 years, 10 years since I've become a fitter. The technology in shoes has changed, and whenever dancers come to us with a problem like bleeding feet, or, you know, their shoe is breaking in half, I don't know, anything you want to come up with, I always tell people, like, there's a solution for it, because this is, you know, we don't live in the dark ages.
No, exactly.
You know, new things to do and new ways, you know, that it's happening. And it's hard. Again, it's hard if you're not staying educated, and if you're not like truly living in the world of dance and pointe shoes to even keep up with it. Absolutely. We're super fortunate that because of the area we're in, we do have a lot of teachers that will come into the store with their students. And it's so great to be able to say, hey, let me show you this shoe, you know, with a thermoplastic shank, because you're not going to know what it is. And, you know, let me tell you about it. Let me show you the 3007, because I know you know the 2007, and like, this is going to be great. You're going to love it.
Totally. I know, you know, that's a good point. We should mention about that. So for you guys that maybe don't know, Grishko and Nikolay, we offer some models with innovative materials, including thermo shanks. And our versions of modern pointe shoes are not fully plastic, thank goodness. It was important to us that we keep the actual box and platform and every other part of the shoe traditional. And the shank is the part that is changed. It's thermo materials, and it's designed to mold to the foot by heat. But we also have lovely plush padding on the inner sole and in the tip of the shoe, with an elastic paste box, which is more comfortable and pliable. But there are, of course, some teachers that seem to think that they don't want their dancers in these shoes because they compare them to other certain brands that are, say, fully plastic. So it's always great when you sometimes put them on the dancer and don't tell the teacher what you put on them, and then the teacher's like, oh, these look really good. And then when you tell them that they're actually got the thermo shanks, they're like, oh wow, I didn't realize. And then I always like to get them to feel the shoe and understand that it's still a traditional shoe. It just has that thermo technology in the shank with the lovely lining, and it's not going to affect their pointe work in any way. In fact, it's the best of both worlds. We're having traditional handmade shoes still, but having that lovely modern technology as well, which is just wonderful to be able to combine the two.
It's true.
So with your shop, like, do you guys have any like future goals with regards to what you guys are doing? I mean, I think you're doing amazing at the minute. I can't imagine what else you guys could possibly do.
I mean, all all the things, all the goals. I feel like that's all we've been doing lately is like, okay, the stores are closed, so let's take this time to like think. And I think like almost once a day, our owner Victoria and I speak, and I'm like, okay, I think we should do this. So she's like, hey, I think we should do this now, and I'm like, okay, great, let's add it to the list. I mean, in general, like I think our goal would be to grow the brand. And our philosophy, because, you know, we're not just one person in a store with these like odd hours fitting point shoes, like sort of. You know, right now between our 2 stores here in the US, we have, I think now we're like at 50 styles, if not over 50 styles of just point shoes.
Wow.
And then last year in September, I think, we officially opened a store in Europe. So
wow.
There's a store in Braga in Portugal. And we sort of launched that at Dance World Cup, which is an international competition. So we did a pop-up shop there, and that kind of launched. Yeah, it was very fun. So then we kind of launched into that aspect. So is world domination an okay thing to say? Because
absolutely,
that's my personal goal. So
I love people that want to reach high.
Fit all the feet, do all the things. Yes.
I love that.
Sign me up.
I love that kind of energy. That's like me. I'm the same as that. It's great.
Can you show this whole like COVID-19 thing? Obviously, there's really serious things happening, and it's super challenging for lots of parts of the world. But, you know, like, again, I like to brainstorm, and having a hot second to like relax sort of recharged me. And again, finding these new ways to connect, it sort of makes you feel like the things that you thought, oh, it would be great to do that, you know, 6 months ago, now you're like, okay, well, now you have the time, so you should just go and do it.
Absolutely.
So, you know, even like the thing that's happening right now with virtual fittings and things like that, like there are so many aspects of that as a fitter that needs to be hands-on, it scares me. But at the same time, I love the idea of our team of dancers and fitters reaching more feet and more dancers across.
I agree. I was of the same mindset actually, because I never used to do many online fittings at all. But I started to branch out of my comfort zone during this lockdown and just bite the bullet and give it a go and see what would happen. Because I've done it with people that I've met before. That's different, because you know what you're getting. But recently I did one in Mumbai in India with these 2 dancers that were in 2007s. They were fitted so bad, and they had one dance store that literally just stocks 2007s. And I looked to analyze their feet, made them do different things, spent a whole hour with them on video chat, and I managed to come up with solutions and get their sizing. I'm pretty sure I've got it spot on. So, you know, actually it didn't go as bad as I thought it would. So it can be done, but obviously I think with really tricky feet, that's where it would be harder for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that I could reach out and help people, especially those that literally aren't near a dance store at all. It's just amazing.
And that's the thing, you know, we had one parent one time called us and said she was in like the Colorado area. She's like, my dancer just got approved for point shoes. We've heard great things about your store. Can you fit her? You know, can you tell me what I need to buy her? And I was like, I don't know. But then, you know, in talking to her, she's like, well, our only option is to drive like 6 hours through the snow and the mountains. And I thought, like, we need, you know, we have knowledgeable fitters. Like, we have to find a way to help these people, especially when they can't get to a dance store.
Absolutely. And it's nice, like I welcome the idea, obviously in the UK where I am, sending, you know, a few pairs out for people to try, and then I do another video call to follow it up. But obviously it's more trickier if people are more far, because I don't want to be waiting ages for my shoes to come back to me.
Right, exactly. When you
send like 5 great to be able to do that with local people, isn't it? Because then that way they can try on models that have not had before. Could you show us around your store again so that the Grishko World's viewers can see what we saw earlier on?
Let me.
And just to remind everybody watching this stream that we have another profile, NikolayWorld.com. And for those that still don't know, our name for America is Nikolay, which is Mr. Grishko's first name. And we're ensuring that we're getting you guys in America all the same handmade quality products from Russia and a bigger variety as well. So here's one of their stores, by the way.
So empty. We had just re-merchandised like before we had to close. So it's very exciting now that people get to see it. Jessica, our store manager, just had sent me pictures, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty and for no one. So this is our point fitting area.
It's so spacious.
You know, so this was our second location, and it was one of those things where we got to learn from the first location, and we doubled the size, maybe tripled it, of our other one. This is our petite Allegro area.
I love the fact you called it petite Allegro. That's so adorable.
It's fun. And then, just like a quick shot of our fun point shoes.
Love it.
We were in the middle of figuring out how to better store all of our Nikolay shoes before we had to close. So it's a little sad looking over there, but.
So when was the last time you was on point personally?
Yesterday.
Oh, cool. Do you fancy putting have you got a pair of Nikolay shoes there that would fit you that you could put on?
Probably. Well, they might be all at my house now. Let me see.
Okay.
Because I was helping to teach our new fitters some stuff, so I grabbed everything that was in my size and took it there. What do I have? This might fit me. Why not?
Yeah, I love doing this. This is one of the fun bits I've been doing lately with retailers who dance.
Okay. Do we have the 3007 in my size? That would make me really happy. I bet I took it home. This will be a little snug, but we'll try it.
Oh.
Okay. This is my favorite thing to do. I also might have just taken some of those point shoes home to, called it training, but really it was for me. Okay. Let's see. I gotta plug all the things back in. All right.
Mr. Grishko says to you, nice boutique.
It's a fun place. We love it. Thank you. All right, let's see. If they fit, I have a Smart Point and a 3007. So let's see what happens.
Cool.
Like I said, still to this day, a 3/4 shank 2007 is my jam. But let's see.
It's so funny, like every fitter that I've spoken to so far that does point, they still wear Nikolay shoes, which is wonderful. It's so great when you see other fitters like adoring the brand as much as you do.
Yeah. And it's fun too. I feel like we never feel like we have enough shoes. So again, too, when there are lots of different options and when there's the new Nikolay shoe that's coming out. So thanks for talking about that on the webinar.
Sorry, I just cut off there a little bit. What did you say?
I said we love working with brands that consistently have new things coming out because we always feel like we need new things.
Absolutely.
And after the webinar, my staff now wants the new shoe, the Katya. So thanks for talking about that.
Amazing. Love it.
All right, let's see. Dun, dun, dun.
Hi, Charlotte, by the way. Hi, everyone that's joined. Any questions, remember you can ask.
All right, let's see. Hopefully my phone does not fall. What does that look like? I can't tell. Which one is this? This is the Smart Point. This is like a half size too big.
Sure. Still looks good though.
I got it here. Let me unhook us. I have a 3007 on and a smart pointe.
Oh yeah, this is a good angle. Go down.
Good.
Nice.
Too many bars.
Yeah. What about if you pop up your phone and if you push the you know, the front camera thing on your phone, and then put the phone down on the ground and balance it against something? That's what I usually do.
Like, you've done it before. I'm telling you, it's all about the angles.
Oh, it is. Oh, hang on.
Let's see.
Needs to go lower a little bit more, if you can. If it will.
What if I turn you to the side? I know I'm sideways, but
we're sideways as well. It's tricky because when you're doing half screen, obviously I only get half size.
Right? Okay. I think I got it.
That's
now.
better.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
I got a plan. Let's see.
Yes, that's much better.
Oh, my gear.
Yes. Great angle. Nice.
Yeah, I need like one width wider in the 3007. That's at my house. And then a width shorter in the smart pointe, which is long. But yeah.
Fab.
Oh man.
On Thursday we're doing another retailer seminar, by the way. We're doing one at 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be about custom pointe shoes.
Which we did. We ordered. Did I flip you around?
Yeah.
We just ordered a vegan shank for a vegan side for somebody, and it was actually her first pair of pointe shoes, and she was beyond thrilled that we could get her a vegan shoe. So thank you, and one that didn't take like a million years to get.
Right, exactly. That's what the great thing is that Grishko and Nikolay, we can get vegan option in both slippers and pointe shoes, and also they don't take years to arrive, which is wonderful.
So, and because they were the models that we had here, she was gracious enough to be okay being fit in a normal shoe, and then we were able to order her the vegan shoe.
That's what I do.
Actually, it came while we were closed, and so I got it to her, and it came. I think this was the customer where it came in time for her birthday, or so. It was so heartwarming. It was so great.
That pair that you had on just a moment ago, by the way, how do they feel to you? Can you describe to the viewers what they feel like on pointe?
So I had on a smart pointe and the 3007. What I super love, and again, I 3/4 shanked my 2007s. So what I liked about the smart pointe is it had that same sort of feel to it where it was really sucking up into my arch. And I like a lot of the strength that I have comes from the lower part of my foot. So I like that I feel like I can articulate all the way through the ends of my toes in the smart pointe. Like, I feel like I can I can't describe it any other way.
I know what you mean.
Like a cat paw. And I mean, I have a soft place in my heart for the 3007 because
of course
I've worn it forever. And I mean, I have a fairly compressible foot. It's not crazy compressible, but enough that in the 3007, it just really holds me the way I need to be held. And so I get a much more lifted feeling. I have a lot of flexibility in my ankles. So that super lifted feeling is something I don't always get without something being too narrow. And so it just holds, it's like a hug for my foot. That's the only way I can describe it.
If you do one 3007 on one foot and smart pointe on the other, and then go on pointe in the first position, so we can see and do it from the front in first. And then do it side on in parallel, if that makes sense.
Yes, I think it does. I need
For those of you guys watching on Grishko World, make sure you give us a follow on Nikolay World Instagram as well. Nikolay is our brand name for the USA, and we do streams on both accounts. We have lots of fun live classes as well. And of course, lots of posts featuring our NG generation, also featuring our, not just our point shoes, but also our incredible dancewear ranges, and giving you guys all the information you could possibly need. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the comments. And remember that also, if you have any questions after the stream, you're very welcome to email us, and we will always reply to you and help you out.
All right. Okay, let's go back to my perch over here with my phone. Hopefully it stays. My feet are not warm, and it's very cold today.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Half on a carpet. So this one's the Smart Point.
Yep. So guys, there's two different shoes. Got Smart Point on the right and, well, from my view anyway, and then 3007 on the other foot. Could you do parallel to the side so we can see one side parallel and then the other side parallel? So we can look at the shape of the shoe.
We can. Hang on. This shoe is very new. Is it a good parallel view?
Could you go a little bit more side on? I think to your left. Yes, but yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. Lane, can you turn around so we can see parallel the other way? Yes. Cool. And what do you personally feel when you're on point with one on each foot? Can you really notice differences between them?
I mean, in the Smart Point, I definitely, that pliability.
It has a lot more flex.
Especially for being a super brand new shoe. I gotta give my poor, sad, tired feet a rest. Especially being brand new, in the Smart Point, I feel like I could just go and dance in it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The 3007, I want to do the things I normally do to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest difference. And then the Smart Point, sorry, I pretty much have the same sizes in these. So they're both a 2X. And in the 3007, I feel like I normally do a 3X, and that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But for being the same width, the Smart Point is a little bit lower profile. It's a little bit flatter and broader.
Right. Yep.
And the 3007 it's a little bit narrow.
I know what you mean. And also the paste, because Smart Point has that flexible paste in the box and the wings, whereas the 3007 is more traditional in paste. Has a little bit more flex than the 2007 paste, so it's not as stiff as a 2007. But it's still, harder than Smart Point.
Yeah.
And the shanks are different, obviously. For those viewers that aren't in the know, the 3007 features a different shank to 2007. It's an easier roll-through shank, but it's still firmer construction than Smart Point, because the shank in Smart Point is more flexible throughout the whole shank, and it's got different layers of materials in it. And also the soles are different. So 3007 features a machine stitch sole, and Smart Point features a hand sewn sole, as you can see here. And the other good thing about Smart Point, for those people who don't know, it's great for flatter feet, and it's also good for dancers that want to showcase what arch they do have, because it's got lower side quarters, so it really emphasizes that. It also has a semi V vamp, so it's not a U, but it's not a V, it's in between. And that elongates the line of the foot a bit more. So if you've got a broad foot, this will make your foot appear more slimmer. And it also features the same microfiber lining in the heel piece, which helps grip onto the heel better as well.
It's so nice.
I love that addition. I'm going to ask for that in my custom Maya ones next, actually.
It's so great. I fit a dancer in this We just like had one, because we'll do that a lot. We'll just get one in somebody's size at the store to just see it and see how it works. And we got this, and I had a dancer, I don't remember what she was previously in, but she had really nice feet, but we just couldn't find a point shoe that really showed that off. And I just wasn't happy like with what her shoes looked like on her feet. They looked like little biscuits. And so we switched her into this shoe, and she had fairly strong feet. So if we went too soft in another shoe, she just broke the dang thing, and it didn't support her at all. But if we went too hard, then it wasn't doing anything for her.
Sure.
And so we switched her into this shoe, and it was freaking magic. And she won't wear anything else anymore. And it was so great, because it breaks a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And so it just allowed her to use what she had. And it was like, again, a great PSA for there's shoe for everybody. And
absolutely,
you just have to
it's
you
amazing.
just have to figure out what works for your feet and
of course.
what they're doing.
And also,
and then you're good.
Kind of like communicating with your fitter as well is really important. Have you ever experienced a fake shoes by any chance?
Yes.
Oh, tell us about
it. It was really sad. No, I had a dancer who has worn the 2007 forever. And so she just placed her normal 5-pair order. We shipped them right to her because that's what we're used to. And she came to me, and it was I've never seen a shoe break the way it broke on her. Not like break as in broke in.
Yeah, no.
But literally broke as in broke in half.
Oh, wow.
The shank split forward, which I've never seen happen before. And I like take shoes apart for fun. So that was a little scary. We actually gave them to one of our pro dancers, who's been in the 2007 forever. She knows that shoe like the back of her hand. And so we gave them to her. What's the deal? What do you feel? And she said like, this is not the same shoe. So we're excited to, be back in stock with the real thing.
Absolutely. So for any of you guys watching that aren't aware, there are fakes being produced in China, and these shoes are very dangerous, but also you're wasting your money on them because they don't even last. As I've seen as well in some other videos, they break very easily, that they can cause you injuries. I mean, we've even had dancers contact us that have got injuries from them, and I've even heard of people getting really blistered feet from just one wear of these shoes. The construction is all wrong. They do not have access to our technologies, our secrets, our lasts, nothing. So they are nothing like the real deal. So why not support your local Nikolay retailer, for those of you in the USA? Or if you don't have a retailer nearby, do not worry, because you can order from us as well, and we can ship to you. And if you need any advice, we're always on hand to help. Please, make sure that you're in the real shoes. If you're wondering if you have a pair of fakes, the easiest way is to look at the back of the sole. And if it says handmade without handmade in Russia, that's one warning sign. If it's latest real Grishko Nikolay shoes, we will have, Nikolay wrote on them. You really want to ensure that you are, getting the real deal. So contact your local retailers. There are plenty. If you go on the Nikolay website, you've got a retailer, retailer thing, so you can find your nearest retailers for you. There's plenty of them now. We've got loads in the US, so there's bound to be one nearby.
Right?
Yeah. It's important, right, that people get the real ones.
Yeah, well, and in general, too, we always, whenever shoes come into our store, we're always checking them. I mean, usually we don't have to check them to see if they're fake, but we check them to make sure that people, that they're good, there's with them. We don't just, throw shoes on a person and be like, here, hopefully these are fine.
Sorry, one moment.
No.
Is there anything that you would like to add to this stream, by the way? You know, it's always nice when people can add their own little thing if they want to promote anything.
I mean, right now we have an ambassador search going on, so that's pretty cool. We have one going on for our store here in the US, and then also for our European store. So we have that happening through the end of the month. And it's okay if you're also an ambassador or a brand rep for a major manufacturer. It's not a big deal. But to apply, it's super easy. All you have to do is, if you go to Allegro Boutique or Allegro Boutique EU, or I think Allegro Boutique PT is, I believe, is the Instagram handle for the physical location in Braga. Mm-hmm. If Allegro Boutique is still on here, or Allegro Europe is still on here, and they want to shout it out, that'd be awesome.
Let's see.
But yeah, so if you go to our Instagram profile, there's a Google form you fill out. That just helps us to get to know you better. And then post a picture of yourself, talk about why dance is important to you. And that's all you have to do to apply. Keep posting photos, because it's fun for us to get to see, you know, you in action.
Absolutely.
And it helps us to get to know you a little bit better as a dancer. And yeah, it's a search. It's not a contest. So we will review everyone who enters and read everything you have to write. And we've had a couple people that have sent us DMs because they haven't really wanted to share their story on their Instagram feed about why dance is important, but they wanted to share it with us, which is super great. Thank you for trusting us with all your feelings and your thoughts. It's great.
Wonderful. Just looking through my questions.
Yeah. I love them.
So you want all social media? Do you have obviously you got Instagram? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you have a YouTube? Do you make videos? Do you have Twitter?
You know what? I still don't understand Twitter. We have one. I think it's just a direct link from something else from Instagram. I'm not sure. Twitter confuses me. It still does.
Twitter's an interesting one. It's great for being picked up by Google. You basically make short tweets, but you can also look at commonly things that are spoken about and join topics. It's a good one. I don't spend as much time on it as other social media personally, but it serves its purpose, but it can be a little bit tricky to work around.
Yeah. But we have Instagram is like our main thing.
Absolutely.
We do a lot on Facebook too. We find, you know, we reach a lot of our dancers on Instagram and a lot of their parents on Facebook. I might come out of this quarantine with a TikTok for Allegro. I can't promise anything.
I love TikTok.
I tried it the other day. I tried it for like an hour, and I tried the shirt changing one. I tried to change my leotard, and like, there was a lot of coordinating. So if there's somebody that's like 15 that wants to run it for Allegro, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's quite tricky at first. I didn't think I wanted a TikTok account, and then, do you know what? I started browsing everyone's fun videos, and I spent ages watching because it was so interesting.
I know,
because there's so many topics on there. It's amazing. I love it.
Have you seen the girls that will stack all the pointe shoes?
No.
One inside the other.
Oh my God, what?
Yes, they literally put on like stack pointe shoes.
Oh wow.
Completely unsafe. So
that's
like
scary.
I really hope that they're holding on to something, but it's
oh my God.
pretty funny.
Wow. I also hear that you guys have connections with some really like awesome photography. Is that right?
Yeah, we
Tell
do.
us about it.
Right now, most of the imagery that you see on our Facebook account and our Instagram account is Joe Lyman. I believe it's Lyman DVM Photography is his handle. I should know all these things. But if there's a blog post we have about him. Joe is his name. You might recognize the last name Lyman. It's the same last name as the owner of our store. They are siblings, which is super fun. And get to share their love of both dance and photography.
Oh, wow.
But we have some amazing images from him. And he has a super cool project going on right now, actually, talking about community and supporting one another. If you go onto his account and buy a photo, the proceeds are going directly to the dancer's company from that photo. So
awesome. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, it's so great. You know, again, I mean, if we don't all find ways to support one another, like, what are we doing? Because we all exist. So we're super fortunate that we have that connection, and he is down in Kentucky. It's Lyman, DBM Photography.
Perfect.
Thanks, Allegro, Portugal. So check it out. He works with dancers from Ballet Met, the Joffrey, Complexions.
Wow.
So many that I don't even know and can't even name them all. But I know if you go there, it shows like the company the dancer is from. So you're supporting professional dancers, artists supporting artists, supporting dance companies. It's so great.
That's wonderful. I love that idea. So we have 5 minutes left. So let's think of something for that 5 minutes. If anyone's got a question on this account, Grishko World or Nikolay World, please drop it in. And remember to follow both accounts because we do cool things on both. And we're all the same company. And of course, remember, for those of you not aware, our name in the USA is Nikolay. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else I've missed here. Do you guys stock any of the Nikolay dancewear at all? Whereas are you only stocking point shoes at the moment?
Not yet. Thanks, COVID-19. No, we just saw most of it at the trade show in February. And you know, then everything happened, and so we stopped bringing in new things. But it was so great to see everything and touch everything. It was all so pretty. So I can't wait until we can make plans post the lockdown situation.
Definitely. Absolutely. Be amazing. So guys watching, please follow Allegro Boutique and Allegro Portugal as well. Please.
And Allegro EU. We got 3 of them. 2 was not enough.
Wow, amazing. So follow them all, you guys. And please stay tuned for future streams because we stream frequently. And also on Sunday, I have a special surprise. I'll be doing a stream with Alison from Ballet West, who I have been following for a very long time and very excited to do a stream with her. It'd be a Q&A. Also, she wears Nikolay point shoes too, so we'll be talking about that. And she also wants to stream a class at some point. So, you know, we'll organise that also. So please stay tuned for that one on Sunday. I'll put the details up soon. Yeah, it was great to stream with you. And
thank you.
I will save this stream. And as always, I will upload it later on and put it on the retailer group too. And I'll also send you a WeTransfer link so you can download it. So you've got it as well. And you can put it wherever you want to put it. Thanks everybody for watching on both accounts, and I'll be saving this and I'll pop it back up. It'll probably go up tomorrow at this rate because I've got another one to put up tonight.
Awesome.
Thank you everybody, and thank you. It's been great, and we'll speak to you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.